Do you want to pay over $1,000 for an awesome orc army? No? I don't either. Hello everyone, I'm Chauncey Nebula, and this is the first video in a series where we get an awesome orc army for way less than Games Workshop's MSRP. How are we going to do this? The answer is very simple: kit bashing. When I decided I wanted an orc army for Warhammer 40k, I knew I had to go with Flyboys because I love flying units in 40k, and I love the idea of orcs just careening around the battlefield, shooting at whatever gets into their sights and dropping bombs and just generally being a menace in the air. But I knew I didn't want to buy a ton of Games Workshop models because A, it's really expensive. It's over $1,000, in fact. And B, I just wanted my stuff to look really unique and visually diverse, so I decided to kit bash. When I made that decision, hey, I'm going to kit bash, I thought, well, I could buy a bunch of GW models and carve them up and turn them into orc stuff. But then I thought, what do I really want my orcs to look like? What do I want them to be for, an aesthetic? And I thought, well, I really like the idea of like World War II orcs just sort of, flying around with the, propellers maybe instead of all jets, and just sort of, you know, looking different. Look at a very unique visual aesthetic in this kind of World War II orc style. And I thought, well, I'm not really going to get that out of Games Workshop models. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know what I could do? I could use scale model kits. When I decided I wanted to do scale model kits, I went to my local Michaels, and I raided the hobby section. They had a ton of scale model kits there, and I just grabbed everything that I thought I could use. Not extravagantly, but things that I thought would work really well with what I was trying to do. And I bought, and I'm going to refer to a list here, I bought a P61 Black Widow kit, 3 B25 Mitchell kits, 4 P51 Mustang kits, 2 USS Arizonas, 1 Peterbilt 359 Conventional, 1 1968 Dodge Champion RT, 1 1977 Pontiac Firebird, 1 1970 Dodge Charger, and 1 Batmobile kit. Stacked up the tower is 43 3/4 inches high. Here's a photo of me standing next to the tower, and I am 6'1", so it's a pretty sizable stack of kits. Now, going into this, I have no real plan. I have a vague plan. I know generally what I want to do, and I have some ideas, but I'm going into this orc style. I really want this to look and feel authentic, both from a building standpoint and from an aesthetic standpoint, and I'm just going to go into it with, I'm going to build this thing, a jet, a Defcopter, whatever, and I'm just going to grab the pieces that I think look good and slap them together. Now, for those of you who are competitively minded and like knowing the details of a list, here is the list, and I'm going to refer to it. The list is organized into 3 patrol detachments, because I wanted to stick a bunch of jets in there. The first patrol detachment is Flyboys. All 3 detachments are Flyboys. The first detachment has a singular HQ in the form of a big mech with a custom force field. He'll be the warlord, and his warlord trait will be cunning but brutal, and he'll have a super cyborg body. This patrol unit will also have a unit of Gretchen, just 10 guys. Not going to go big on this, just 10 guys. Then for fast attack, there will be 5 Defcopters with copter rockets. And then for flyers, there will be 2 Burna bombers, both with Scorcher missiles. I did kind of kit out everything as much as I could. The second patrol detachment, Flyboys again, with a big mech with a custom force field, a unit of 10 Gretchen, 5 Defcopters, each with the twin big shooters, and 2 Wazbomb Blastajets, each with 2 super shooters, the Wazbomb Mega Cannon, and a custom force field. The third patrol is once again Flyboys with a big mech with a custom force field, a unit of 10 Gretchen, 5 Defcopters with the twin big shooters, and 2 Daka Jets, each with the full 6 super shooters. Now, to those of you who are competitively minded, uh, this might not seem like a good list. And to be honest, I have no idea how good this list is. It could be great, or it could be the equivalent of a garbage fire mixed with a continent wide natural disaster, in that thousands of people died and it also smells bad. I have absolutely no idea. But the point of the list isn't to be good, it's to be fun, it's to be flavorful. I don't really play to win necessarily. I tend to just play to have fun. I like just playing the stuff that I like and seeing what happens. So when I started out, I just opened all the boxes and I just dumped out the contents. I basically, the only thing I did was I took the instructions, tossed them to one side, and then I separated out, like, these are all the clear plastic kits, just because I just want easy access to those. As like, those are windows, they're not going to be used for anything else. And I just kind of shoved everything on a pile, real orc style, just like this. This is this. This is this. This is this. But I did kind of look at the different sprues just to familiarize myself with the kind of pieces that were there. I don't want to go into this absolutely blind. I want to have a little bit more of an idea of what I have to work with. Considering there's so many pieces and I can't realistically have them all laid out at the same time. Now, we're not going to get to any kit bashing in this video. That is going to be in the next video. But in that next video, we will be starting on kit bashing some of the jets. Not sure which jet, but I know that it will be a jet. Maybe it'll have propellers instead of a jet. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that you guys will tune in to see what happens. Do you guys like orc armies? Do you like flyboys armies? Do you like kit bashing? Do you hate kit bashing? Do you think that I'm absolutely and completely insane? If you think any of these things, or if you think something else, let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon. Really does help the community engagement, help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.